Our first question from Bo comes from AP Stidham.
Hey, Bo. Bo, I was wondering, were you in rhythm today with your passing game? Did you feel that confident about your passing game being in rhythm?
Yes, sir. I thought from the start I got a few completions to begin the game, and then that kind of just got us rolling. And obviously, time of possession was very slow there at the beginning, especially in the first half. We were over there sitting quite a long time because Kentucky was taking a slow amount of time on offense. They were just taking their time, which I thought was obviously different. The game flow was a little bit slower, so it was tough kind of to stay in rhythm. But every time we were out there on the field, we did a good job of getting a few completions and starting drives off. And we never really had slow drives that stalled. We kind of stalled at the end of drives instead of the beginning, so we'll get those corrected. But I felt in the second half I was in rhythm and did a good job of taking completions, and the receivers did a great job of getting open and catching the ball.
Next question from Mark Murphy.
Good job. Yeah, can you talk about the 2 touchdown passes to Seth and having a guy like him to make those catches?
Yeah, Seth's a great receiver, and he's really taken the next step in becoming a really good receiver. This offseason, we've just practiced and practiced. We've got a bunch of connections, a bunch of throws and catches together, and obviously that kind of came in clutch today. But Seth's always a guy that, he'll go up and make the catch for you. He'll make plays. He's an explosive guy. He can go up and get it, and today we just put him in positions to do that, and he went up and got the ball and made 2 great catches, and then at the same time he took a lot of those underneath ones and made some guys miss, and he got a lot of plus yardage after the catch, and so that was really good. And we're just looking forward to him moving forward.
The primary target on both the touchdowns?
Say that again?
Was he your primary target for both of those touchdowns, the guy you were looking for?
First one was just a downfield read, and the safety kind of squatted. So I moved to the right a little bit and saw him in the back corner. So they did actually a good job of covering it, and Seth just made a great catch. And then the other one was just a fade inside the red zone, and Seth does that all the time, and just throw it up and let him go get it.
Thanks.
Next question is from Justin Lee.
Pass. It was about Seth. Next one.
Next question is from Adam Rittenberg.
Yeah, Bo, just wondering how a game like this will prepare you guys for what's next. I mean, there's no non-conference this year. Everyone's getting thrown right in the SEC. How does this game, in your mind, the ups and downs, kind of prepare you for what's to come at Auburn?
I think it was a great game kind of to prepare ourselves moving forward. Kentucky was a really good team. They were really disciplined, had really good players on defense, really good against the run, which we saw early. But just having that game to kind of jumpstart our season. We had it at home. We kind of got familiar with the crowd and how it's going to be different this year. But moving forward with a big SEC schedule, it's going to be tough, and it's gruesome for everybody. And just moving forward, we got to take it 1 week at a time. Obviously, we got Georgia coming up next, and so we'll have a good week of preparation, and we'll be ready on Saturday.
Next question is from Justin Ferguson.
Hey, Bo, you guys were moving a lot of different people in there on the offensive line, but you still look pretty comfortable. I think you were only sacked once, wasn't pressured a lot. How comfortable did you feel behind all those guys, even though you knew they were kind of rotating around on the offensive line?
They did a really good job. Obviously, a lot of those guys, at least 4 of them, were rotating for the first time, getting kind of new experiences up there. But we felt the whole entire time all they needed was just reps in a game, and they'd fill it out themselves, and they did a great job today being in the right spot. They were communicating with each other, and moving forward, I'm really excited to see those guys continue to grow, continue to get better. The more reps they get, the better they'll become, and just the more experience we have as a whole, I think those guys will keep getting better and better and continue to pass and run block really well.
Next one's from Mark Murphy.
Oh, can you talk about just getting to play and the excitement of being out there playing, and what was the post-game locker room like with you guys?
It was huge just to be out there with our teammates again in Jordan-Hare Stadium. Obviously, it was a lot different than what it has been in the past. This year probably is going to be the same moving forward. But overall, I was really, really pleased with the crowd and the intensity that we played with. And I think everybody was excited because we took that long break. And I felt like waking up this morning, I knew it's been a long time since we played an actual game. And so at the beginning, it kind of felt that way, kind of get into a rhythm. You forget how long the timeouts are, how long you're off the field and stuff like that. So getting that first one back under our belts is going to be huge moving forward, get back into the flow of things and really get back to, doing what we're supposed to do and being in an actual season. And we were just really excited today, and we had a lot of fun.
Got two quick ones for both. First one is from Jason Caldwell.
With everything going on, how pleased are you with the lack of mistakes on offense? There were a couple of false starts, a couple of snaps, but no turnovers. You guys played pretty clean football.
Yeah, that goes straight to our coaches. Coach Morris, he did a great job of getting us in the right positions, the right plays, right formations, and just preparation to the game. We didn't do a whole lot of crazy stuff. We just did what Coach Morris, a few things that he thought was going to be successful, and we came out there and we were productive with it. Obviously, we had a few penalties, but that's just part of game plans, offense and defensive wise, that were a little different. But we, like you said, we didn't really have those busts that really kill drives and things. We had a few of them, and that was kind of the only thing that hurt us. So we kind of shot ourselves in the foot, a few drives that ended us early. But other than that, I thought we moved the ball great. We got in a rhythm early. Coach Morris did a good job in the second half. He really found out what they were doing, and we got in a great rhythm. Our defense shortened the field for us, and so overall in that second half, we really came alive.
Our last question is from Joe Goodman.
Hey, great game, Bo. What did Pat Dye mean to you as a lifelong Auburn fan?
Well, growing up, the field's named after him, and so he coached my dad. He's the one that brought my dad in. So the legacy that he left, the person that he was, the coach that he was to all his players, the man that he stood for. He was just a true Auburn man. He was kind of the definition of an Auburn man. He was such a well-known guy by so many Auburn fans, and obviously we're still saddened. But I felt like we did a good job of playing 60 minutes like he always talked about. And that was a big emphasis for us this week, as we wanted to play 60 minutes, not only for him, but just because of for all that meant to Auburn. I think it was important that it came back and it became kind of a saying for us. And obviously Coach Malzahn dressed like him today, so he was definitely out there, and everyone felt him, and we're really going to miss him.
Quick follow-up on that. Do you think that Gus should continue wearing that hat all season?
Well, Coach Malzahn, he'll go back and forth probably. Not sure what he was thinking. Moving forward, not sure what he's thinking. But today I thought it was very respectful that he did that. I know it meant a lot to a lot of people, a lot of former players, a lot of Coach Dye's family members. And so just really respect Coach Malzahn for doing that and for not kind of putting it in the back seat and saying we're going to do a few things. But no, Coach Malzahn went all out for it, and he did a really good job. And, whatever it takes to keep us winning, hopefully, you know how he is with what he wears and things like that. So hopefully we'll see in the future.
All right, Bo. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We're gonna